Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver!
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-yo, Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Here it comes.
We're ready.
Means trouble, Dan. Saddle your horse and follow me.
The money box.
The white mask.
Si, signor. The money box. Pronto. Colby, you... We've got company.
Let's go. Take care of him, Dan. How is he, Dan?
Oh, he'll be all right. The bullet just grazed him. I told him we were on the side of the law.
I've heard a lot about you, mister, but I always thought you rode with an Indian named Tonto.
Well, Tonto was staying with a certain padre we know while he recovers from an attack of fever. There's a friend of mine, Dan Reid. He's spending his college vacation with me.
Well, I'm mighty glad you got here when you did.
You get a good look at the robbers?
I didn't need to. It was that white mask gang. And I got the whole piece of that Stevens mine payroll.
I see. The woman in the white mask.
Well, you've heard of her.
Yes, the newspapers have been carrying stories about the White Mask Gang.
That's why my friend and I decided to come to this territory. According to the papers, they've been doing a lot of harm to the mining industry around here.
That's right, mister. And that woman that leads them is a regular she-devil.
The papers say she's Mexican.
Yeah.
What about the men that ride with her? Are they Mexican, too?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
How come you didn't have a guard along with you?
The regular guard quit this morning. We didn't have time to get a substitute. I guess that makes that guard a sight smarter than me, doesn't it? Well, I'd better get into town and report this robbery.
You sure you can handle the stage?
Sure, I'll be all right. Thanks again for everything you've done.
Sure.
Look at this.
A broken horseshoe.
It must have come from one of the outlaws' horses. There are their tracks going off.
Good work, Dan. I have a very observant nephew. Let's go. This is the end of the trail, Dan.
It's a ranch corral, sir. Do you think we'll find the horse with the broken shoe here?
Let's find out. Dan! This is the horse.
All right, don't move, either one of you. Now, what's this all about?
This your horse?
Jane, Phil, come out here.
Don't you know trespassing on private property is against the law?
Well, what is it, Colby? Who are these men?
Found them snooping around the corral here.
Well, this is the first time anyone's tried to steal our horses in broad daylight.
We weren't attempting to steal anything, miss.
Well, I can't believe that a masked man would have any legitimate business here.
Regardless of the mask, my friend and I are on the side of the law.
Well, even if that's true, and I doubt that it is, I can't see where it concerns us.
This broken horseshoe, miss, we found it at the scene of a stage robbery. The tracks led here to your corral.
This shoe belongs to this black horse.
Why, that's Colby's horse.
And I've been on the ranch all day.
Well, I know you have, Colby.
And how do you explain this broken horseshoe?
Well, I'm sure I can't. Possibly there's some mistake. Someone else may have taken the horse.
Undoubtedly. But the horse is still wet from fast riding. It seems strange that none of you would have noticed it.
Put the gun away, Colby.
But,
Put the gun away. My name is Jane Johnson, and this is my brother, Phil. Now, about this robbery, you say it took place near here?
Yes, on the West Road. The woman in the white mask and her gang robbed the Stevens mine payroll.
Well, my sympathies to the miners. But I still can't believe that Colby had anything to do with this. As I told you before, he's been here on the ranch all day. As for the horse situation, I'll investigate.
Your loyalty is to be commended, Miss Johnson. I hope it isn't misplaced.
I assure you it isn't.
Adios.
Why didn't you brush off your horse when you unsaddled him?
I didn't realize I was being followed. How'd I know the horse had lost a shoe?
At least you could.
Just a moment. There's something more important than unbrushed horses and broken shoes I want to talk to you about, Colby. I want to know why you took it upon yourself to shoot that stage driver this morning.
Well, he went for his gun. What'd you expect me to do?
I expected you to guard him carefully enough so he wouldn't go for his gun. I've told you 100 times, I don't want anyone hurt. If you can't remember that, I don't want you working for me. Is that clear?
Sorry, Miss Jane. It won't happen again.
Gene, I don't like the idea of that masked man coming here. Who do you suppose he really is?
It's probably just some outlaw trying to blackmail us.
That broken shoe can get us in trouble.
Not if we have it, Phil. He put it in his saddlebag and we're going to get it back. Let's change.
You want Dyke and I to come along?
No, you two stay here, out of trouble. Phil and I can handle it alone.
How long are we going to put up with a big talk?
Relax, Dyke. Our chance will come.
Yeah, but when? She's piling up money in that strong box like it was a federal bank. What's she saving it for?
For us, Dyke. She's saving it for us.
Jane,
Not regretting anything, are you, Phil?
I don't know, sis. It's just that, well, this thing's made you like another person.
Hold the mirror for me, will you, please? This'll all be over tomorrow. And I'm not going to quit now. Not until I've destroyed the Stevens mine completely.
Sometimes I wish we'd never started all this. We're afraid of every stranger that rides near us, always on the run, always wondering if we'll get caught.
We made a promise, Phil. Remember? Ready, senor?
I'm ready.
We'll take a shortcut. Vamos. up, senor. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm an expert shot. Come forward slowly. Throw down your gun.
I'll take your word for it, Senorita. We've heard about you. If you shoot as well as you rob, we'd be foolish to risk our lives.
We have followed you since the stage robbery a few hours ago. You have something in your saddlebag I would like very much. The horseshoe, quick.
Horseshoe is a sign of luck, Senorita. But I'm afraid this one will bring you nothing but trouble.
Your ideas fail to impress me, senor.
Perhaps we'll meet again?
It is entirely possible. But in the meantime, senor, if you are wise, you will chase something you can catch.
Did you recognize the horses from Jane Johnson's corral, sir?
Yes, Dan. She went for the bait perfectly. She knew right where I put the broken horseshoe.
Shall we follow them?
I don't think that'll be necessary. There are more questions I want answered first. Let's ride to the Stevens mine. We might find some answers there. Come on. No need for that. We're friends.
Friends? But you're masked.
You're Jeff Stevens?
Yes?
Perhaps this will explain.
A silver bullet. And that white horse. Yes, my father spoke of you.
This is a friend of mine, Dan Reid.
Oh, I'm happy to know you both. What brings you here?
The woman in the white mask.
Every lawman in the territory is looking for her.
We've met her.
You met her?
Yes, but not on a friendly basis. We'd like some information to help us put an end to that woman's lawlessness.
Well, I wish I could help you, but I know little about her. She's been attacking the mine payrolls and the mine funds until we're almost at the breaking point. Another attack and I'll have to close down the mine.
Has that woman robbed any other companies?
No. That's what's so puzzling. Almost as if she has a deliberate reason for ruining our company.
Would you know anyone that would have a reason to ruin your company?
No. Unless the ghost of old Howard Prince has come back to haunt us.
Ghosts don't ride horses, Jeff.
Seriously, though, I don't know of anybody who would want to put me out of business.
This Howard Prince. I remember he and your father had trouble years ago.
Yes. It was practically a small-scale war. Prince was one of many who were killed.
Jeff, what was the cause of this trouble?
A new hydraulic system, actually, that my father installed in the mine. The mine water ruined most of the lowland farm property around here. Prince and the other farmers decided to fight back with guns. They attacked the mine off and on for about a month, trying to put a stop to the new hydraulic methods.
Did Prince have any children?
Yes, there was a boy and a girl. Mary, who was 15, and Robert, 11.
What happened to them after their father died?
Well, I understand they were sent to an orphanage back east. But if you can find them, you'll have accomplished something I've been trying to do for a long time.
What do you mean, Jeff?
When the new territorial laws went into effect, the courts ordered us to pay for the damages to the destruction of the Prince land. I've searched high and low for the heirs. I wrote a letter to the orphanage where the kids were sent, but they'd run away. Never were found.
Sir, do you think the Johnson girl is wearing the white mask?
Jane Johnson?
You know her?
Well, I've spoken to her. As a matter of fact, I'd like to get to know her a little better, but I don't think she likes me much. Nice girl, though. Surely you don't think she's connected with the robberies?
I think it's possible, Jeff.
But Jane, the girl in the white mask is Mexican.
Wouldn't be the first time someone assumed an accent. For your sake, I hope I'm wrong. Thanks for all your help.
Well, if there's anything else I can do, please let me know.
We will.
Do you think Jane Johnson is really the woman in the white mask?
I feel almost sure of it, Dan. And I think she's Mary Prince. Jeff's story would explain why she's trying to ruin the Stevens mine.
You mean she's trying to avenge her father?
Yes, but in the wrong way. It's been said that two wrongs don't make a right.
What are we going to do, sir?
A few questions I want to ask Miss Johnson. We'll call on her tomorrow.
What if somebody's hurt today, sis? We're stepping on dangerous ground.
There's nobody working at the mine today, Phil. That's why we're doing it now. After today, our job will be finished.
Will it, Jane?
Horses are ready.
Good. Got everything else?
The saddlebags. You know, after studying this map of yours, we should be able to have the dynamite laid and be out of the mine in 10 minutes.
After this job, we'll split up. Be careful coming back to the ranch. If that masked lawman is trailing us, he's liable to be watching this area.
If he shows up, we'll take care of him.
No mistakes, Colby. I told you, no shooting.
Don't worry, Miss Jane. Today everything will go off without a hitch.
Hold up.
What's wrong?
The dynamite caps. Did you bring them, Dyke?
No, I thought you had them.
Well, we can't do anything without him. Let's go back.
No, there's no need for that. Let Dyke go back and get them, then we can meet him at the mine.
We've got plenty to do until he gets there, Jane.
All right, Dyke, but hurry up.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no one in sight. I'll keep you covered from here. Drop that dynamite and the ground falls to the main tunnel.
We'll be out of here before you know it.
Horses in the corral, sir.
Things may be coming to a head, Dan. You wait here. Dan! The lock has been smashed by a bullet. And not long ago. There's still the smell of gunpowder.
Do you think they've left for good?
Perhaps, Dan. In any case, we'd better get on their trail.
Put some further back in the shaft. We'll lay the fuses now and put the caps in after Dyke gets here.
I got the money, Colby.
Shut up.
What's the matter? You told me to get the money. I got it. It's in the saddlebags.
What is this, Colby? You were just using us, pretending to sympathize with our feelings. And all along you were planning to steal the money.
Ah, forget it, kid.
Forget a double cross like this?
You and your big mouth.
How did I know he was back there? What do we do now?
The only thing we can do, we leave him here, and when the mine goes, he goes with it. Where are the caps?
In my pocket, where they've been all the time.
I just get him attached to dynamite charges and get out of here. Jane's going to be wondering what happened to us.
Wait here, Dan. Maybe it's time for your luck to run out, miss. Now drop your gun. Being a good shot won't help you now.
Looks like I was wrong about you catching up with me.
You're wrong about a lot of things, Miss Prince.
You know about that.
I know about a lot of things. I only hope I'm not too late to keep you from making the same mistake your father did.
My father was murdered by those miners.
Only because he tried to take the law into his own hands. Miners were killed, too. A needless fight because your father put himself above the law.
The law. The law did nothing about it when his ranch was destroyed by water.
That's where you're wrong again, Miss Prince.
What do you mean?
The law ordered the Stevens mine to pay all damages on your father's land. The money has been waiting to be claimed all these years.
Well, why weren't we told about it?
Young Jeff Stevens tried to locate you and your brother. He was unsuccessful.
I don't know what to say.
Where's Colby and your brother?
All right, let's ride. Jane will never reach him in time.
What about the third charge?
Let it go. These two will do the job.
Sir? Look, sir.
Where are they going? Phil. Phil isn't with them.
What is it, Miss Prince?
Well, they're going to dynamite the tunnel. Phil will be killed.
Watch her, Dan.
Right.
Phil! Phil!
Phil!
Is he all right, sir?
Yes, Dan. Just stunned.
Phil! Phil!
I'm all right, sis. Colby and Dyke, they took all the money out of the strongbox. They were just using us, just waiting for a chance to steal the money.
I'm sorry, Phil. Sorry for a lot of things.
I'm going after those two, Dan. Their trail should be easy to follow on this soft ground. You help Jane get her brother back to the ranch.
Yes, sir.
You won't have to worry about us, masked men. You risked your life for my brother. I give you my promise we'll make no attempt to escape.
I'm sure you won't.
Good luck.
Our guns are empty.
Drop your guns. Let's go back.
And we're ready to take any punishment the court decides upon, Mr. Stevens.
Well, all the mine money has been returned. And under the circumstances, I intend to ask the court to show all possible leniency toward you. In addition to that, I'll see that the damages for your father's ruined land are paid at once.
I talked to the stage driver wounded by Colby. He said he'd ask leniency for you, too.
Jeff and the driver are giving you both a real chance, Miss Prince. I'm sure the court will consider their requests carefully.
We owe you an awful lot. And your friend, too. You've made me recall certain things I'd lost sight of somehow.
Miss Prince, the progress of the West always depends upon a friendly relationship based on trust instead of suspicion. That's important for all of us to remember. Well, good luck to all of you. Adios.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Do you think you'll ever be able to forget the woman in the white mask, sis?
I'll try, Phil. But I'm sure I'll never forget the man who wears the black mask, or ever be able to repay him for what he's done.
You needn't worry about that. He expects no repayment. If everyone he's helped gave him money in return, the Lone Ranger would be the richest man in the West.
Be with the Lone Ranger and Tonto same time next week for new dangers in another thrill-packed adventure when the Lone Ranger rides again. The Lone Ranger.